Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7. I was in bed ready to sleep after the grueling long 4 or 5 in the morning hours of a new patch day. And I was like, yeah, I'll check Discord one more time. And I got pinged with this. So we now have new information on the new Hunt Boss. I can't speak. It's too early. I was in bed. I was ready. I was half asleep. CAIDES, and 3 new equipment sets. I'm gonna be watching this with you. I wasn't sure whether I should do like a reaction style with some info or put it all together and then watch it after. And I'm kind of doing a bit of both. So first off, we are seeing his gimmick preview. And the danger level increases every time an ally attacks. Damage dealt by the boss increases according to their danger level. Monsters, including the boss, target an ally with the highest danger level first. The danger level resets by using non-attack skills. So this is very much like the expedition boss. It had something similar there as well. So it looks like you're going to want, I'm guessing 3 units with, just from this first so far, 3 units that have non-attack skills, and then like a tank of sorts with only attack skills, or maybe you just use a tank with without skills on. So that's kind of cool. Let's see what else they're talking about here. We're gonna put this on 2x speed and just kind of go. You can watch this video in the link description below as well if you want to check. So we can see the type of team they're bringing here, which is kind of expected, which is a dual attack team with just tons and tons and tons of dual attacks and stuff like that. What I do see is they have the restrict or whatever buff and slow buff. I also noticed that they don't bring a tank or anything, right? Like, granted, maybe Kitty Clarissa is the only one that could possibly tank here, right? Like, everyone has their thing, and they're not exactly tanky units. So maybe you don't need a tank and kind of want to cycle through the damage instead. He gets bopped, or she gets bopped. The dual attack ups her danger to 4. And then another dual attack up to 5. Really cute interview, by the way. Pretty cool. Ooh, Sermia resets her skill. That's really cool. He's trying not to give us too much information. This is a really good interview and showcase, by the way. You really should watch this. So injury permanently decreases max health according to the damage dealt. Okay. I'm 2x speeding. I'm too tired to not 2x speed it. So the injury goes in there. Injury effect is very powerful. 2 normal monsters come up. Okay, what does this say? 2 normal monsters appear with the boss. The boss dual attacks when normal monsters attack, increasing the combat readiness of the boss. So that seems pretty big as well, right? So every time they attack, he attacks, and he gets a CR boost. By the way, they were very clear that they're not 100% set yet, so things might change still. Yeah, that's a lot of dual attacks. Show us the sets already. I really hope they're fun. I really hope we get another 4 set that kind of rivals speed in terms of usefulness, I guess, and some more fun 2 sets. I'd like one to help tank break. Maybe like a destroy set, make it so they lower their max HP every hit, or something like that. Or maybe have it on a tank, so whenever somebody hits you, you lower their max HP or something like that. I'd also like to see a Nemesis set that gives you like an Idol's Cheer effect. Let's see what they're gonna do here. They better show these 3 sets. They can't clickbait me. 26. Okay, so that's close to. They're actually sticking to their November. So that's kind of exciting. I wasn't sure if they would do that. Yeah, information. Revenge set. Okay. So this is going to be confusing. So anybody who's played Summoner's War, Revenge set and Summoner's War is counter set here. So Revenge set here increases speed as their health gets lower. That's kind of interesting because that's a 4-piece. I feel like this would be a pretty decent 2-piece. So for this to be 4, this must be a very, very powerful thing. And I'm going to slow this down because I want to see what they say. It's also interesting because you can't measure this. So what do they say here?
자체 속도의 세트와 좀 유사해 보일 수 있는데 복수의 세트의 경우는 전투 시작 시에는 효과가 미비한 반면에 생명력이 떨어질수록 그 효과가 대폭 증가되기 때문에
Okay.
실제 활용도 측면에서는 좀 차이가 있을 것 같습니다.
초반에는
Interesting.
공격을 받고 나서 이제 계속 지속적으로 효과를 유지하는 영웅들이 좀 유리하겠네요.
I'm not sure what to think about this set. I think 4 pieces is too much.
스킬을 지니고 있는 영웅 같은 경우는 해당 상황이 발생했을
Like it would have to like
반전시킬 수도 있을
let's use something as an example here. Let's say you get 30 speed or something like that from a speed set all the time. Imagine how much speed you're going to have to get from this set when your HP is lower for that to be better than a speed set overall. That's insane. So this has to add a ton.
거라 지금 기대하고 있습니다.
물론 써봐야겠지만
Interesting.
그래도 기대가 좀 되네요. 그럼 두 번째
Like they're obviously cognitive of yeah. So here's the other set I was expecting. I was expecting 2-piece, not 4-piece though. So like they have to be thinking about that, right? So they have to make it use. So this decreases max health according to the damage dealt. Injury set. So this is useful for a couple things. One, you can put it on your own bruisers to kind of stop enemy bruisers to eventually make it so they can't heal themselves up to full. Really good examples of this is to take out things like Ruel over time. But you can also fight fire with fire and have your supports and such, your own Ruel on a set like this. Interesting. They don't say percents either. Like obviously it's according to damage dealt, but how much?
상체 세트는 총 4부위를 장착해야 효과가 발동하게 되고 피해량의 일정 퍼센트만큼 적의 최대 생명력.
Depending on the damage dealt, do they give specifics?
네, 아까 토벌에서 말씀드린
Okay.
개념이고요.
So this is SSB with it here. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit. I'm assuming SSB is the one with it. Ignore the sound. Does it show how much? It doesn't really show how much. Like it's a decent amount though, especially with somebody like SSB who attacks so much, right? And Araminta who attacks a lot too. Yeah, that's a lot. That's gonna really add up over time. We are still discussing that, so no. Yeah, it's not planned to.
그럼 마지막 아이템 세트는 뭔가요?
Penetration. Penetrates the target's defense by a certain amount when using a single target skill. Okay. This is really good as well. You can see what they're trying to target here, right? That's really cool. I do like this set. Penetration set unequipped. So unequipped hits for 28k and equipped hits for 37. 32. Okay. Okay, interesting. That's a pretty decent set. I'm not sure if that's better than just like. Wait, was that 2-piece? That wasn't 2-piece, was it? Ooh. Ooh, juicy. It's 2 pieces. Ooh, I like that. That's really good for people that get a ton of base crit like Luna. That's really juicy. Okay, these 3 sets are all great. I'm pretty excited to try them out. They're definitely a little bit niche. But I'm excited. Save your leaves for this IMO, especially I don't know how much I'm going to use the destroy set or the revenge one. I'm just so confused about, right? Like, that's so, like, for that to be good, imagine, I just can't even fathom how much speed you'd have to give a unit. Like, it would have to be a lot, like a lot of speed. Like, you'd have to give like 150 speed, right? Like, I can't even think of that unless it like ticks in right off the bat and you start like go down to 80% HP and you get like 50% of a speed set or something. Interesting. So this is really cool. I'm really excited about this. I don't have too many in-depth thoughts right now because I'm asleep, but I think the revenge set is really great. That's not revenge. I think the third set, the penetration set, is really great and in the right direction. I think the destroy set would be really nice if it was a 2 set, but that might be too OP. I was thinking of destroy in terms of Summoner's War because they had the same thing there. Is it called destroy here, or was it called injury? Sorry, I should get the right terminology because it's destroy in Summoner's War. Injury. Okay, so in Summoner's War, destroy was a set percent, I believe. And this is not a set percent, and the set percent in Summoner's War was pretty small. So this is actually pretty great because it can proc on so many different AoEs, like SSB all the time, just skill 2ing. So many people, we saw SBA as well doing it. Araminta is going to really help, I think. I think this is going to be really great for Araminta, but I'm not sure if she can lose the stats. I'm really happy. That's a pretty good showcase. I'm not sure what I think about the boss, though. The boss looks kind of interesting to make a team for, and like, you'd think if they're showcasing a team, like if this is the team they're showcasing, you'd think this is a team that could do the run, right? And this has no tanks, so this is kind of surprising. And because it has the injury set built in, maybe you don't want a tank of any sorts and you just kind of want to DPS it down. Because if you're looking here, you've got the defense break from the Luluka, and then you've just got insane amounts of dual attacks and insane amounts of single target damage with the Sirmia, and Sirmia can reset her stacks and keep everything else on everybody else. So that's kind of interesting. I'm really curious to see how this turns out. This is really good. I like this idea. So we're gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.